Trish, what's happening? Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break. My name's Steve Bowes. I'm joined by Trish McFarland. Trish, what's up?
Cheers.
Cheers to you. I do have the official, I'm going to call it the unofficial beverage of the work break, the Shiner beer. Once I determined earlier from a message you sent me that we'd be doing this later in true happy hour, I did go out to get some more of the official beer or unofficial beer. And I will say just two quick things. I did tag Shiner Brewery in the last time no response, no acknowledgement. So I'm not sure they want to be.
You would like a beer sponsor for the work.
Who wouldn't? But I'm not sure they want to be affiliated with us. So we'll see how that goes. But I do want to just before we do the show, before we get too far, I just want to clear the air on something. I want to get something out of the way so it doesn't bother you for the next 12 minutes. Because I know what you're thinking. I know what you're concerned about. I know what you're asking yourself.
Yeah. What am I asking myself?
You're saying, is Steve actually wearing a t-shirt that says "Sun's out, guns out"?
Oh no!
With the sleeves cut off himself. And the answer, Trish, is yes, I am. So just
I want to see. No, if you're gonna wear that shirt, I want to see the whole let's see one. Let's see a gun.
I don't know which is the proper gun. How about that one? There we go. It's very warm here. I decided.
My God. Steve, this is the best. This is the best. One more time. One more gun. Come on.
There we go.
Look at that. Look at you.
Right. So it's warm here. It's very humid. I put this t-shirt on and I'm like, the sleeves are coming off it right now. So I'm going full. Cheers to you. It's full. It's full. The term I'll use is bogan, and our Australian friends will know what that means. So.
Wow. Just wow.
So you feel better now that I got that out of the way?
You have completely shocked me.
Well, you're shocking the rest of us with your blonde hair that you talked about yesterday on the show.
How about that?
It looks great.
I got my hair done. I know. It's crazy. So, like I said yesterday, a lot of people, at least have been to HR Tech, might have seen Shelly. Shelly, is my stylist, but she comes with me. She helps you. She helps me. I have to tell it had been a long time, probably 15 or 16 weeks, I think, without getting my hair done, and 10 weeks without seeing her at all. And she was so sweet. She actually has a salon in her house. And so I went over and she had like cashews and hummus and, drinks and everything. Yeah. Oh, I got the star treatment. It was great. So getting a little pampering was, it was
nice. Good. Well, great. That looks great. Glad for you. That's exciting. Yeah, so it's been busy. It's not a pandemic thing at all. I just think it's the normal thing. Any week, right, when you're busy, when it's that quote unquote day off, that Monday day off week. And I don't know if you really took Monday off or not. I sort of did, kind of, I think. But anyway, those weeks always seem like they're, in a weird way, the longest weeks. Yeah. Even though they're only short, they're 4-day weeks. It seemed like a super long week this week to me anyway.
I feel like it was really busy. And you know what? I don't know if it was the weather. It's very sunny here today. So I was feeling in the middle, I don't know, much more anxious than normal. So there was a little bit of that for me. Definitely not my normal kind of bubbly self. So I'm glad to feeling back to kind of how I'm supposed to feel. Mm-hmm. Can I tell you why though? So
might be the haircut, but go ahead.
It might be my haircut. No, you know what? Things are starting to reopen. I know we kind of mentioned yesterday that's gradually everywhere, right? And we'll see within 2 days to 2 weeks, I suppose, if things kind of remain as is or get worse. But so I live on the Illinois side, just near St. Louis, Missouri, but over in Missouri, in Jefferson County, bowling is starting to open up. And so anybody that knows me knows my daughter's a bowler. And so she hasn't bowled for 3 months. And prior to that, when she finished her season with school, she had a broken thumb on her bowling hand. And she made it all the way to sectionals, did outstanding. But, so this is the first day I got up really early, started working at like 4 a.m, kind of ducked out this afternoon.
Trish, you are the owner of your own company. You don't necessarily have to get up at 4 a.m. if you need to take a few hours later in the day.
I have to tell you, boy, I had some conversations. I'm going to give a little plug to, I had a talk with Equifax today, and was talking to them about some of their I-9, remote I-9 solutions, which was really interesting. So if you have any need for that, check out Equifax. They've got a lot going on.
I remember the last time we talked to them when we were on the same call with them, and they sort of gave the demo of some of the things that they do. This is going to get really HR geeky, but I never really did that stuff in HR.
Yeah.
I never was responsible for I-9s and verifications, and it was great to have the walkthrough of all the processes, and because I kind of almost didn't really remember how it worked or how it was meant to work. I mean, sort of conceptually I did, but it was really cool to understand how it worked, and also to see the value in, making that as touchless and painless, and I mean, it's kind of touchless now, right? You can kind of do it pretty much.
The interesting thing that's happening right now, and again, you can please get more details on their site because I won't be able to adequately explain quickly enough, but suffice to say that the federal government, since we even talked to them a couple weeks ago, has come out with guidance saying that, depending on when your identification has expired, so for example, if I start a job today and I'm doing my I-9, but my driver's license is expired, but the state I'm in doesn't have any ability for me to renew that right now, some states are going ahead and saying, oh, that'll be good then through September, October, whatever. Other states are not doing it that way, and they're saying basically as soon as it opens, you have to come in and get it. Well, in each state, it's very different than with your I-9. Some states you will only have to do it the one time, and it's considered good. Other states, then the HR team is going to have to follow up and go back, like flag those employees that started in those specific states. And so you have to then start knowing the jurisdictions, and again, really, really deep HR stuff, but they know it. So they're following it.
I mean, whatever. This is not an Equifax show, but I remember leaving that call, and then of course the stuff that we've done with our friends at Paychex too, thinking to myself, with all these changes and all these rules and all this turmoil, that there's just no way you could manage any of this without those kinds of partners, right, to help you get through it. It's just not possible, right? Or you would absolutely screw it up and be out of compliance, and who knows, fines and levies and fines or either kind would come. So, all right.
You know what? Again, back to I-9s, they're difficult. Anyway, it seems like such a simple thing to fill them out, but it's really not. Employees mess them up all the time. They'll sign above the line, below. It's just not clear. Yeah. And if one thing's wrong, it's like you can't even cross it out. You have to cross it out in a certain way and initial it in a certain way. It was just always a lot of, I was constantly, working at companies where it was like, oh, we've got to prepare for the I-9 audit. And
God, that sounds awful. All right. That may be a Friday night that we can take on heavy, hardcore kinds of compliance talk. Maybe we can cover that on our other podcast, Compliance Today.
Compliance Today. Okay, we'll do that. But anyway, so that was my day. But then, so I left all of that.
So did you go bowling? We got diverted by the I-9 talk, though.
I was going to say, so then we did. We went over. It was about a 30-minute drive. We went bowling.
Nice.
And her first 2 games back. And again, this was coming back after injury and then, 3.5 months of no bowling whatsoever. And was bowling right up at a 190. So
wow.
I was thrilled. She had fun. My son went, his girlfriend went. It was a great day.
Cool.
Went out and had lunch on a patio.
Wow.
And then now I'm back here working with you.
This is loosely working at what we're doing right now. It's happy hour. We're having fun. We did talk about I-9s. Yeah. So no, it was a long week. It was a good week. I will say this. I'm going to tease one thing that we decided today, just for work, is for HR Tech, the conference that I helped to run. We're going to put out another RFP. We're going to reopen our RFP process next week for a limited time only, because we developed almost the entire program for HR Tech prior to coronavirus.
Right.
And certainly prior to being a really, really big thing, right?
Right.
Like
yeah.
I think we turned everything in maybe the first part of April before we were fully immersed in it. And maybe we were, but certainly before we had any real knowledge or learnings or anything anybody could really coherently share about it and could tell us that, hey, I'm going to come and talk about this coronavirus at your conference. No one knew anything. And we might still not know that much. We know more, and we'll know more over the next couple of months. So we're going to actually open up a request for more ideas and more cost representations, specifically around how companies are dealing with the reaction, the response, the recovery, and kind of whatever word you want to call the reinvention of what's coming next. So I'm excited about that. That's happening next week.
When does that reopen, and is that on the website?
Yeah, it'll be on the website, hrtechconference.com. I don't know, Monday or Tuesday. I literally just wrote the questions we were going to ask.
News.
I did that today, so we'll see. I'm sure we'll turn it around pretty quickly.
We need that music.
Yeah, so that's it, and I'm excited. I'm
some breaking HR tech news.
And the big other thing for me is I'm going to tomorrow. I'm making, because I think it's too late now to start the process. I'm gonna try a new recipe: French onion soup burgers that I'll be making. So like that French onion soup flavor in a burger. So I'll be making that tomorrow, and I'll have pictures available. Trish, I'm sure I'll send you one. The other ones will go on my Pinterest page probably.
Very good.
So follow me there.
Follow you there. All right. Well, listen. Thanks for the end of day.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone had a good week and hang in there. Thank you, Shiner Beer. I'll call them the unofficial beer of the work break.
I'm drinking Sutter Home wine. Maybe Sutter Home will like to.
I'm writing down everybody we've tagged or shouted out. So we can tag them all.
Honestly,
Sutter Home. Okay.
They're Moscato wine. It's just really nice. You can just go to the grocery store, get a big old bottle. It's very summery. It's very
Next week, can we talk about the differences and where you can buy certain things in different states? I find that fascinating.
Okay.
Like in what type of store you need to go to buy certain things.
Okay.
All right. Let's table that for next week.
Next week. Gosh, that sounds so exciting.
That's a teaser.
All right. Well, thanks to everyone for listening, for all your comments, for all your ideas. Keep tweeting us, sending us emails, messaging Steve on Pinterest.
Yep. Follow me there.
Follow him there, and we will talk to you next week. Have a
great weekend, everyone.